Hi, everybody. Thanks for visiting LankSports.com. Keith Schweigert here alongside Jeff Reinhart with a preview of one of our two spotlight games for Week 3 of the Lancaster-Lebanon League high school football season. On Friday night, we have the Battle of Unbeatens as Lancaster Catholic makes the short trip across town to visit McCaskey, who also comes into this game with a 2-0 record. This one got a lot more interesting than we thought it was going to be in the preseason. We expected Lancaster Catholic to be here with a 2-0 record. McCaskey's something of a surprise. But, hey, kudos to the Red Tornado. Jeff,
definitely. Yeah.
How do you see this one working out?
Got a lot more juice when McCaskey came in 2-0, like you mentioned, for sure. A little bit of contrasting styles. McCaskey comes into this game number 1 in the league in a whole bunch of categories, including the one that impresses me the most, and that's total defense. Number 1 total D in the league, giving up 159 yards a game. That's it for McCaskey. Very opportunistic. They have 9 takeaways already. That's number 1 in the league. They're a +8 in turnover ratio, which is a huge number. Markeith Williams has been great. He's a tick under 300 yards. He's got 6 touchdown runs already. So McCaskey's been dynamic, opportunistic, forcing turnovers, getting turnovers, scoring off of turnovers. Something's got to give, though. Number 1 ranked defense, rush defense in the league, Lancaster Catholic. They've only given up 149 rushing yards in 2 games. So you got Williams and Sumter and Cherry busting off big plays and putting up a whole bunch of numbers, but then you got Catholic with their number 1 rush defense in the league. So something's got to give. And like you said, ton of juice now that these teams are both 2-0. Catholic's got to go a mile across the street. Should be a fun night. Should be great atmosphere for sure in Lancaster.
Yeah, and I should point out this is the first time that Catholic and McCaskey have met since the 80s. Yeah. I believe their last meeting was in 1989. McCaskey won that one. The rivalry goes back into the early 80s, back into the 70s. They really got back into it, but the series actually dates back to 1945. So these two teams have seen a little bit of each other over the preceding decades, not so much in the last 20 years or so. So it's nice that they're getting back at it again. It's a good crosstown rivalry. It should be a good game. I'm going to be blogging live from it, and I'm really looking forward to it. I guess the key question that I have about McCaskey is this. Are they for real? I mean, this is the same team that went 1-9 last year, 0-10 the year before. Has the new coach there, Rob Monzon, has he turned it around that quickly, or is it kind of a product of who they played so far? I mean, they played a AA team in week 1 that didn't have a lot of kids on the roster, and last week they played York, who's decent but not a world beater by any stretch. So what's your take on that?
Combo of both. Week 1 was not good. They played a team with 20 kids, and, we knew what was going to happen there probably. Sure. York, and talking to Coach Monson this week, he said, we faced some adversity at York. They threw the pick in the end zone, and Zachary took it 102 yards the other way. And he said, we challenged the kids at halftime, challenged the manhood, and threw that big speech out there. We're not going to cave. This is not the McCaskey of old. We're going to do this and hang in there. And they responded, 28-0 in the second half. So I think he has their attention. I think they're getting things turned around. It's been a combo of both, an easy game and a rougher game. But I think McCaskey's finding itself for sure. Tough one here at home. I know Catholic's AA and Section 3, but you got to kind of throw that out the window here. This is the state champ. So I think McCaskey will really see what it's made of in this game.
Sure, and I guess the question then for Catholic is, how concerned are you with McCaskey? I mean, like you mentioned, they're the AA state champions. It's not like they're going to be running into a team with speed for the first time, because they've played Philadelphia West Catholic for the last 2 years in the state playoffs, and that's about the fastest team I've ever seen overall. So this is nothing really new to them, but yet again, McCaskey has 4 times the male enrollment that they do, so they're really going up in class, and that McCaskey has a much larger pool of talent to draw from. So how concerned are you if you're Lancaster Catholic?
I'm concerned, and Coach Harbach was concerned when I sat down with him this week. He loves their athletes. They have a lot of playmakers, obviously Williams and this Cherry kid. Remember the name Deontay Cherry. He's going to be an animal here in the next couple of years. He can fly. Sumter's a rugged fullback. They have kids on the flanks. Yeah, they're very concerned. The cool thing about Catholic is they take one day at a time, and it's a horrible cliche, and I'm tired of hearing it. One practice at a time. Let's do Monday, and let's not worry about Tuesday, and one game at a time. That's how they are. And talking to a couple kids this week, they said, we're not worried about West Catholic. We're not worried about District 3. We're worried about McCaskey. This is a huge game. It's a big inner-city game. The kids know each other. A lot of them went to elementary school together. Catholic's concerned, yeah. They play every game as if it's a state playoff. gotta win kind of game, and I think that's how they'll approach McCaskey. They will not look past this game. No way. Too many weapons at McCaskey. They know they're 2-0 and playing well. Can't wait. Great game.
Yeah, should be a great game.
Fabulous.
Don't forget, if you can't make it out to the games on Friday night, be sure to visit us here at lanksports.com. In addition, from the live blogs that Jeff and I do from our 2 Spotlight games, we'll be bringing you all the updated scores from around the league as we get them from our guys at the different games across Lancaster County. We'll have all of the league's final scores up within minutes of the final buzzer. And, of course, Jeff and I will do a video wrapping up all of Week 3's action late Friday night. Look for that. And again, thanks again for visiting lanksports.com, and enjoy the games on Friday.